Good afternoon. First, Nelfund debunks exclusion of Southeast South from student loan disbursement. 20 medical students kidnapped in Benue regain freedom. Nigeria's budget deficit rises to 824 billion naira in April. 3 die, several wounded in knife attack on German festival. And in sport, NFF mourns Heartland coach Obi. Good afternoon. Many thanks for joining us on news at 3 p.m. on Liberty Television. My name is Ofno Musa, and here is the details. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund has clarified that geopolitical zones do not influence the disbursement of its funds. This came after Nelfund shared that it had released the sum of 2.9 billion naira to 19 universities for over 27,000 students. The fund revealed that universities in the southeast and south-south regions were not included among the beneficiaries, sparking criticism from some Nigerians. Meanwhile, the fund acknowledged the receipt of 50 billion naira from recovered proceeds of crime from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The head of corporate communications, Nelfund, noted that the release followed the directive of President Bola Tinubu in his speech on 4th August 2024, directing the EFCC to transfer the funds to Nelfund to further boost the student loan program. And still talking education, the Nigerian government has reiterated its commitment towards integrating 3.5 million Almajiris and out-of-school children into the formal education system over a period of 1 year. The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, gave the assurance in Abuja while marking his 1 year in office. Liberty News correspondent Phoebe Kure gives us the details.
The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, while speaking, said the ministry will continue to create awareness and advocacy visits to both traditional rulers and clerics on the enrollment and integration of out-of-school children in schools. He also spoke on the continuous review of curriculums at all levels of education to align with present realities.
This is one of the most important transformative policies this government is delivering to this country. Before now, our learners, pupils in primary and secondary schools don't have exposure to skills, to trades. They're not involved in any trades. And that's why we have a large number of people out there, out of school children out there, who have nothing to do. And remember, out of 100 students who graduate from secondary school, barely 35% of them proceed for tertiary education, whether it is university, polytechnics, or college of education.
Professor Tahir Mamman also speak on the enhancement of security infrastructure in schools at all levels across the country.
We have set up a committee with UNESCO and the World Bank to review the existing policy for teacher support, welfare, and development using global best practices. The involvement of these agencies, international global agencies, will bring on board for us global practices so that for once our teachers can be happy, can drive the policies of education, the policies of training their children happily.
Some of the areas the minister spoke on the use of education as a tool for fostering development include research, innovation, infrastructural development, scholarship for students, among others. Phoebe Kure in Abuja, Liberty News.
Now still in the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said amid the economic challenges confronting the country, his administration has been sensitive to the citizens' needs. His comments followed intensive criticism over his refusal. Has made significant strides in addressing some challenges encountered by the citizens. Represented by his vice Kashim Shettima, Tinubu specifically listed the 70,000 naira minimum new wage for workers as one of the steps taken to address the economic challenges faced by the citizens. While commenting under his administration, Tinubu assured that he would ensure they were well funded and ready for it. President Bola Tinubu has sworn in Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun as the new acting Chief Justice of Nigeria. President Tinubu, who arrived in Nigeria from France, presided over the past and oath-taking event at the council chamber. Now from the State House here in Abuja, Hassan Umar Farouk gives...
Although pending the confirmation by the Senate, the new acting Chief Justice who is registered at the council chambers of the presidential villa. President Bola Tinubu says the Affairs Code shall continue to play a critical role in the evolution of the nation's constitutional democracy and shape of policies that impact all segments of Nigerian society.
We expect the Apex Code to continue to play a critical role in the evolution of our constitutional democracy and shape public policies that impact all segments of Nigerian society.
He also assured that his administration will continue to provide appropriate to promote the rule of law, inform the expedited passage of the National Assembly and the Consent to Judicial Office Holder Act of 2024, which approved a 300%
increase in the remuneration of judicial officers.
The president also encouraged the new CGN to defend the judiciary's independence always and promote cause of justice, strengthen mechanism for integrity, discipline, and transparency in the judicial sector. Speaking on her expectations and plans for Nigerian judiciary just after being sworn in, the new CGN called for cooperation among Nigerians towards taking the arm of government to enviable heights that could be more trusted.
Because we all see where the areas are that need improvement, I believe that there will be cooperation.
Now to some health stories where the Director General of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Jide Idris, has stated that 10,000 doses of the Jynneos vaccine for Mpox control may arrive in Nigeria in September. However, Idris noted that these doses would be insufficient for a country with a population exceeding 200 million people. He also mentioned that the African Center for Disease Control and Prevention was expecting approximately 10 billion doses of the vaccine and might allocate 2 million doses to Nigeria if a request was made. Distributed by the National Primary Health Care Development Agency to only vulnerable students who were kidnapped in Benue State have been rescued. The operation was coordinated by the Office of the National Security Advisor. The rescue effort involved security agencies including the police, DSS, and military personnel along with support from the Benue State government. In its resolve to enhance security and ensure the safety of citizens, Northwest Operation Hadarindaji OPHD have introduced the toll-free emergency that the newly launched toll-free line is available for emergency, complaints, and distress calls. The Army under OPHD stated that they were committed to leveraging on innovative strategies to restore peace and security across the region. Now the news will be taking a quick break, but before that, to remind you that you can find us on all social media platforms. You can also find Liberty on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Now still to come in the news. Nigeria's budget deficit rises to 824 billion naira in April. 3 die, several wounded in knife attack on Germany festival. And in sports, NFF mourns Heartland coach Obi. Please do stand by for this and more. We'll bring it to you after the break. Federal government's fiscal deficit rose month-on-month by 0.1% to 824.79 billion naira in the month of April from 823.91 billion naira in March. The Central Bank of Nigeria disclosed this in its April 2024 monthly economic report. A fiscal deficit is a shortfall in the government revenue compared with its expenditure. The CBN report released on Thursday showed that the deficit was 7.92% higher than the budgeted 700 naira in April from 422.23 billion naira in March. Now from the international scene to Germany, where 3 people were killed and 4 severely wounded in a knife attack at a festival in the western German city of Solingen, police say, with the search for the suspect dragging into Saturday morning. A police spokeswoman in nearby Düsseldorf told newsmen early Saturday that the ongoing manhunt extended beyond Solingen and that numerous roadblocks had also been set up around the city. So far, there was still no detailed description of the suspect, with police seeking information about the Friday night attack. A photojournalist said there was a large police presence at the scene of the attack, including special forces and helicopter. The festival was part of a series of events to celebrate the city's 650th birthday. Now we take you to sport. Edo Queens finished the championship unbeaten, coasting through the group stages. The team defeated Inter FC in the semi-finals and trounced Anovi FC of Benin Republic 3-0 to emerge champions. The Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, has congratulated the team. In a statement, Obaseki hailed the team for their doggedness, commending their brilliant play, hard work and commitment. Now, sad story coming out from the sporting world, where the Nigerian Football Federation has described the death of Heartland FC coach and former under-20 goalkeeper Christian Obi as shocking and sad. Heartland's media officer Olatunde Laidi confirmed the death of the gaffer in a statement today, Saturday, following a ghastly accident involving one of the team buses on their way to Abakaliki, the Ebonyi state capital, for a pre-season tournament on Friday. Now, to end the news, here is a recap of the top and major stories. In the news, we heard that Nelfon debunks exclusion of Southeast, South-South from student loan disbursement. 20 medical students kidnapped in Benue has regained their freedom. Nigeria's budget deficit risen to 824 billion naira in April. And on the international scene, 3 die, several wounded in knife attack in Germany festival. And in sport, just told you that NFF mourns Heartland coach Obi. The news team wishes you a pleasant time as we leave you with this Liberty quote by Aesop, who once said, "Thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you at 6 p.m. My name is Afnel Musa. Good afternoon."